What's up, you guys? It's Penelope, and welcome back to my channel, or should I say welcome to my channel. This is my first ever voiceover speed build, so yay, I'm super excited. I've been trying to do a speed build for so long, but I just haven't had the right equipment for it. The computer that I had before just wasn't fast enough for what I was trying to do. So yeah, anyways, I finally got the setup that I needed. So I'm super excited to finally be doing some voiceovers and be putting out a lot more speed builds. So yeah, this build that you are seeing right now, I call this the Santorini Estate. And yeah, I call it that because it's kind of inspired by like a Greece or Mediterranean style house. This particular house, I didn't really have like a inspiration photo or anything. I usually base my houses off of a photo or something, either from Pinterest or Google or whatever. But this one I didn't. This one, I think I did have kind of an idea, or I might have seen some kind of inspiration photo for the back of the house, which you will see when I start building here in a second. But the back of the house has a bunch of balconies and stuff, and I think that I may have seen an inspiration photo or something for the back of it. But yeah, the house was mostly just inspired by the back of the house, and then I just kind of went off from there, even though I know I started in the front, but I kind of had the idea for the back of that house at the beginning. Also, I built this house a really long time ago. I've been filming a lot of speed builds and stuff for a long time, but I haven't actually done the voiceovers for them. So this particular speed build, I don't even know exactly when it was done, but yeah, so I believe I built this right around the time when what is it called? Like terrain manipulation came out. So yeah, it's been quite a while. I'm pretty sure this is the first build I did where I actually like messed with the terrain. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I actually built this, but this is one of my favorite builds that I've ever done. I still play in this house all the time. It's one of my favorite houses to play in. If I remember correctly, it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And I have the bedroom set up for like a teenage girl, I believe, and then either a boy or a girl child. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of like a unisex bedroom. But yeah, the house it looks like it's 3 stories, but it's actually only 2. And then I just have a bunch of balconies all throughout the house. I think total, throughout the whole house, in total, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 balconies, maybe 9. So yeah, I really wanted the focus of this house to be on the exterior and really the outdoor living aspect of it. So yeah, I did focus a lot of time on the exterior of this house, which yeah, I thought about cutting a lot of this out, but I feel like, the main focus of the house for me is the exterior. So I figured I would leave all of this in. But yeah, also you guys, as I said, this is my first voiceover I've ever done. So please bear with me. Also, this is kind of a long video. It's like a 23-minute video. So bear with me here. It's going to probably take me a minute to kind of get used to, talking for this long, because I usually don't talk this long ever, especially by myself. So yeah, anyways, you guys may have seen at the beginning that I started to put down some custom content floors, and as you can see, I just changed it. I used to use a lot of custom content, but recently I haven't been, at least for build mode. I still use custom content for Create a Sim, but I don't really use any custom content in build mode anymore, because I feel like I've just had a lot of problems with it in the past. Like I've had like random glitches and stuff, And yeah, so I just try to limit the amount of custom content that I put in my game. Also I just but also because it's a lot easier for you guys to like find all my builds on the gallery, because I noticed like a lot of my stuff, even when I didn't have any custom content in my builds, sometimes just because I had it in my game, it would end up showing up as custom content in the gallery. I don't know if that's happened to any of you guys, but yeah, so I just decided to get rid of all of my like build mode custom content altogether. Anyway, so yeah, right now you can see I'm doing the landscaping, and I wanted this to look like it was kind of like situated on a hill, so I just put a bunch of plants all around like the perimeter of it, so it kind of looks like it's just I don't know, like embedded in the land around it. I don't know. I really tried to make it look like it kind of fit into the surroundings of Strangerville, which I don't even think I mentioned, but this is Strangerville if you couldn't tell. I don't remember the lot name is up in the corner. It's the Creek Corner Cove, which I believe is a 20 by 30 lot, which is actually pretty small. So yeah, this is a pretty big house, but the lot itself isn't that big. So like I said, there's like a ton of balconies in this house, but there's not a lot of actual like land, like yard space. But yeah, that doesn't really bother me. Also, the back of the house, I don't know if you'll really be able to tell during the speed build. Maybe during the screenshots you'll be able to see, but the back of the house has a really, really nice view, especially like in the evening when the sun's setting. It's super pretty. So yeah. This is, if you don't know where the Creek Corner Cove is, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it's up on like the plateau in Strangerville, like, up there on the top of it. So yeah. So right here, I'm just finishing up the exterior and putting lights all around the house. I like to put a lot of lights outside because I just think it looks really pretty at night when there's a bunch of lights all lit up outside. I don't know, I do that with most of my houses. But yeah, so the exterior, as you can see, is coming together. So here I am just finishing up the landscaping, throwing some cacti. I was going to say cactuses, but that is not correct. Cacti and trees and stuff all around. I tried to, as I said, like blend it in with the rest of the world as much as I can. Although I really didn't want to put the little Strangerville plants in there. What are those called? The little purple pink plants. I forget what they're called, but yeah, I really didn't want to put those in there because I honestly find them really tacky and like they're kind of an eyesore, to be honest. I kind of hate them, but it is what it is. But yeah, so here I'm finally getting to the furnishing. And this was like my favorite part to furnish was the whole backyard and all the balconies. I really love this like not downstairs, but like lower, I can't think of words today. This like little courtyard area. I think it's really cute. And during gameplay, it is really fun to play down here. And this is definitely a really good house for Sims that want to like throw parties or anything like that. This is a great party house, that's for sure. Sorry if you guys hear my dogs barking in the background, by the way. I do have 2 dogs, so sometimes you will probably hear them barking. Anyways, so yeah. I did try to fit, I really wanted to have some kind of water source in here, whether it be a pool or a hot tub or something, but it really just didn't end up working. I have a lot of balconies, but none of them were really big enough for a hot tub. Well, I guess they were big enough, but it just didn't look right to me. I didn't like the way that it looked, so I ended up just not putting one. But there is space for it, I guess. I think you can put one down at the bottom, like if you really wanted one, but yeah, I ended up just not putting that in there. But it has pretty much everything else in this house that you could ever want or ask for. It has pretty much every activity, I believe. So voiceovers are actually really hard. I'm only like 10 11 minutes in and I'm already like running out of things to say. Anyway, so yeah, I'm still kind of working on furnishing all of these balconies. Like I said, there's so many of them. This took forever. And even though like I really love balconies in my builds because I feel like they're just so pretty to me, and in real life I love a good balcony. Like anywhere that I live, I need to have a balcony or a patio or something because I just like to be like outside. But in The Sims, I really don't like furnishing them because I feel like it's just so repetitive. It's like there's only so many things you can put on a balcony. You know, it's usually like a chess table, a easel, or just like some chairs and a couch or something. So yeah, I kind of like ran out of ideas on what to put in all of these balconies. So a lot of them, it's just like, as you can see, it's just like some benches and chairs or something, but I feel like that's fine. So anyway, yeah, so here we are finally on to the inside. And I'm starting off with the bathrooms. I pretty much always start with the bathrooms in most of my builds because they're my least favorite and I want to get them out of the way, to be honest. Yeah, I usually, for the most part, I like to kind of style my houses so that the whole house is kind of cohesive. So for the most part, most of my bathrooms in each house, like they all kind of look the same. So as you can see, like I have the same tile and wallpaper and counters and plumbing appliances. What is that called? Like, you know, the bathtubs and showers and stuff are all the same in all the bathrooms. Because I feel like in real life, well, I don't know if that's true. Well, actually, I don't know. I just remember, I don't know where I learned this from, if it was like a design show or something. It probably was some kind of like HGTV show or something. But I remember learning that like in interior design, in most houses, like you want all of the like living space and like the like communal space to all kind of be cohesive. Like you want like the living room, dining room, and kitchen to all have like the same color scheme and all kind of like match. And you want like the bathroom to go with like, you know, the living room and the dining room and everything. So yeah, that's something that just has always stuck with me. I learned that like years ago. And I do that with a lot of my, not all of them, but I do that with most of my houses, I would say. So yeah, most of my houses kind of look pretty cohesive. Yeah. So here I are to the dining room. And as you guys can see, so the outside of this house looks pretty like Mediterranean and stuff. The inside, I feel like I didn't make it super Mediterranean, maybe a little bit, but I feel like it honestly just looks very like traditional and even almost like farmhousey. I don't know, like it kind of matches the outside, but at the same time it doesn't. But then I don't know. Do think it turns out really cute. Yeah, it's not exactly Mediterranean-esque on the inside, but also I have no idea. I've never been to Greece. I really have no idea. That's just like what I'm guessing. And yeah, so here we are to the living room. I love this little living room. I think it's super cute. I love the like light blue and tan color scheme I have going on. I honestly just love those colors together. I think they look really pretty. But yeah, I'm trying to kind of figure out what to put on this wall over here because it's such an empty wall, but there's also like not that much room. So anyways, I just put kind of a useless item, and by useless I mean your Sims don't really have to interact with it, so it can just kind of take up space and it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, here I am just putting curtains everywhere that I missed. Sorry if my camera is kind of all over the place. Again, I'm not used to doing speed builds. Also, this is like one of the first ones I did a long time ago. So yeah, the camera is probably all over the place. I will hopefully get better at that. But yeah, I just went ahead and changed all of the floor because I guess I got tired of the white wood. I guess I just kind of felt like the white wood wasn't super realistic. Like, I don't know. I personally don't think I've ever been in a house that has white wood floors, at least not on the inside. So yeah, I changed it to this really light colored like pine wood. And I actually like it a lot better. I think it looks nicer and it kind of has a little bit more contrast with the walls. Yeah, here I am on the master bedroom, and the master bedroom I believe is on the first floor, which I like to do a lot. I don't know, like, I know that in a lot of places, I think it depends on where you live, but where I live, a lot of houses have the master bedrooms on the first floor and the rest of the bedrooms upstairs, which I actually really like. Like, I feel like you know, if I had children, which I don't foresee that happening ever, hopefully, but if I did, I think I would also prefer to have their bedrooms like very separate, like I wouldn't want to hear them at night, so yeah, that's usually what I do. And yeah, I'm kind of continuing with the same theme for this room. Again, with the whole design like rule I was talking about. That also, I usually go ahead and add the master bedroom in with that as well. So I kind of match the master bedroom with the rest of the house as well. Not exactly, but I usually like to make it like pretty cohesive to where like when you look at it from far away, like it all looks, cohesive. And I hate that I just used that word like 10 times. But anyway, here I am just making a little walk-in closet. This isn't really that useful. I mean, you can use the mirror, I guess. But this is honestly mostly just for decoration. Oh, and there is also a laundry hamper that you can use. So, yeah. Oh yeah. And then I put like the, Christmas decorations and stuff in that little closet. So yeah. I always like to have that little Christmas decoration box in my builds, but it's such a weird item. Like, you need to have like a closet or something to put it in because it's so like tacky and ugly to just like have sitting around, anyways, so here I am finally on to the upstairs, and I'm doing this child's room. I was going to say it could be a teen's room, but honestly, no, it really is like a kid's room. And like I said, it could be for a boy or a girl. But I think I kind of imagined it more for a girl. But yeah, you can see that they do have their own little private balcony. I think all of the bedrooms have their own private balconies. So that is pretty cool about this house. I also kind of thought that you could use this house as a vacation home as well if you wanted to, since it does have like a lot of activities, and I don't know, it does kind of give me like vacation home vibes too. So if you wanted to, you could totally use it as that. But yeah, now I'm just kind of trying to clutter up the bedroom here a little bit. In the past, I really wasn't like big on clutter, but recently, like in my game, that is, but recently I've been trying to use a lot more of it because I just feel like it makes the rooms look a lot more realistic, especially like children's rooms and like teenage rooms. I feel like it looks a lot more realistic when there's actual like toys and things like laying around. So yeah. And then here I am. This is what I imagine to be like a teen girl's room, or maybe just like a guest room. But yeah, it definitely is more like a girlier style room for sure. But yeah, this one, I actually really love this room. I love how this little room turned out. If I were to live here, I definitely would want to live in this room. And right outside, sorry if I just tapped on the mic a little bit. But right outside this room, on their little private balcony, there is a little yoga mat, which I think is really cute. I kind of imagine that whoever lives in this room like is kind of into yoga and like wellness, and she may be like, you know, a little like teen spiritual queen, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. Yeah, I really love this rug that I put in here. And we have so many cute rugs in The Sims, but I find it so hard to match the rugs with like other items in The Sims. Is that just me? I don't know. I feel like that way about a lot of things in The Sims. Like there's so many things that just like the swatches don't match like they're supposed to, you know? It's really annoying. But anyway, does anybody else miss like The Sims 3? Was it The Sims? Yeah, I think it was The Sims 3 where you could like customize literally everything, like down to like the cloth texture and like pattern and everything. That was amazing. Yeah, I definitely don't miss my game crashing every like 30 minutes. That was not it. But the fact that you could literally customize everything, that was so fun. And it just made building so fun. It made like literally like the possibilities were endless. Like I could make anything look exactly how I wanted, which was super fun. I loved like finding inspiration photos and just trying to make it look as close as possible to the photo. And in Sims 3, that was like pretty easy to do. In Sims 4, you can't really do that. You kind of have to like find things that just look like similar. And that's it. I talk too much. But yeah, so here are the screenshots. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys stuck around to the end, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And make sure you guys subscribe and hit the little bell notification so that you guys are notified every time I upload. And yeah, if you guys want to download this build, my EA ID is SimStyled, and I will also leave a link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.